Hi Bendigo, my name's Justin. I'm a local real estate agent with DCK Real Estate.
My name's Marc. I'm also a local real estate agent with DCK.
And Trev from the broker team in Bendigo, mortgage broker.
Fantastic. The reason we're actually here today doing this short video is because of the exciting changes coming up of July 1, and that's going to be focused on first home buyers.
Yep, so if you're a first home buyer and you're out there looking to enter the market, then you really need to be listening into this video because there's a lot of really good information and a lot of benefit coming your way as of 1st of July. Likewise, if you've got a property that you think would suit a first home buyer, then certainly the changes will affect you in a positive way. So if you've got an investment property that's not performing very well, or a vacant property, or even your own home, then certainly listen in.
Great, and we've got Trev on board today, and I suppose the easiest question to ask first is, what are the changes?
So pretty exciting times for first home buyers. So there's two-part component now. So there's an incentive towards established homes, and now an even further increased incentive towards a build or a new home.
So let's put into an example. Let's say you've got a $300,000 property, a first home buyer. What stamp duty would they pay now versus 1st of July?
Yeah, so at the moment, a first home buyer has a 50% discount on that stamp duty. So stamp duty, put in perspective, full stamp duty will be about $11,000. After 1 July, zero, no stamp duty.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's good savings. So basically as well, what we want to look at moving forward is, if I'm a first home buyer and I've got a million questions and I'm not sure if I can buy yet and those sorts of things, what's the first thing I should do?
Yeah, great question. So from there, the first thing is call our office, make an appointment, have a conversation with one of our brokers. There is a lot of first home buyers out there at the moment that are actively looking at buying something but don't actually know where they stand financially. Can they even get a loan? What are the repayments going to be? So that's the first point of call. Have a conversation with us. From there, we'll look to get someone pre-approved. Yep, so then they can actually enter the market with confidence that they can actually get finance and buy that property. Alternatively, if they're not in a position to do something now, then let's talk about that. Do they need more income? Do they need more savings? And let's work on what they need to do to then enter the marketplace.
So Trev, there'd be people out there that spoke to a bank or a broker 3, 4, 5 months ago, and they didn't get a positive response on a pre-approval. How have these changes, or the upcoming changes, changed their situation for a positive?
Yeah, good question. A two-part answer to that. So I suppose with these changes in place now, there's less money needed to actually enter the market. So that's number one change. But also, I suppose I'll look at that as a broker. We have access to multiple banks. So they might have been declined by one bank. Doesn't mean they'll be declined with another bank. All banks have different policies and guidelines. So once again, conversation with us. Let's revisit their scenario to see if they can get pre-approved.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I had an interesting question the other day. If I was to buy a block as a first home buyer now, would I save on the stamp duty? But if I sat on that block for a month or two and then went to build the property, would I get the exemption of $20,000 as well?
Yeah, good question. It's not a straightforward answer. The answer is yes. Zero stamp duty on the land. The worst case scenario on that situation, they may be charged stamp duty, but then they can get it rebated back at a later stage.
Great.
So with another example of a $150,000 block of land, which is fairly average in Bendigo, and let's say a $250,000 build, so a $400,000 package, what are we looking at there for savings?
So savings-wise, stamp duty on that block would be normally about $4,000. Yep. So basically that's now zero, and then $20,000.
Yep. So what if I buy a home that's finished construction? It's recently been finished construction. It hasn't been lived in. What happens in that situation?
Yeah, I love that scenario. That scenario is huge. That's a double hit. That's no stamp duty and $20,000.
Yep.
That's pretty good. So what you're saying is that if it's a new home, it's sitting there, it's just been built, just at lock-up stage, ready to go, that you're going to save on all of it.
Yep. It's huge. Stamp duty on that kind of a home, normally say $16,000, and then you've got $20,000 on top of that, so massive. And then you don't have that waiting period for a house to be built. Get the keys, move in.
Fantastic.
I think we could speak all day about this topic, and there's a lot of information that we could certainly delve into, and we certainly appreciate your time speaking with us today, Trev, and I'm sure there's a lot of information out there that you'll find very handy. Any viewers out there that have taken this in, so thank you.
No, thank you both. And I suppose just putting it out there, if anyone would like to make an appointment with our office, please give us a call. Office number 44331090. We'd love to have a chat.
And likewise, if you feel like you've got a property that, as Mark mentioned earlier, is underperforming, or if it's an empty rental property, or even if it's your first home and you think, well, this will really suit someone entering the market, please feel free to give me a call on 0408 949 775.
And my number's 0419 915 273.
Thank you.
Thank you.